Good morning, friends. Today you are working on a evergreen ficus plant. This is called as a ficus nuda or the weeping fig also. It can go up to the 90 meters. Usually, this one it was used as a hedge plant or and topiary in giving a shape or a different topiary means it gives the plant will be grown into a different shape, maybe elephant or maybe a giraffe, and they cut and prune in the shape that is called as a topiary. That is the aesthetic design they are making into this plant can be made into those designs. So they respond very well to the cutting and pruning. This plant uh, can be shaped into any style, maybe formal upright style, informal upright style, or slanting style. And these roots are very strong. That's why this can be made into a rock grown bonsai also. There will be a fast development in the root system as the plant grows taller and taller, and the root system in the inside the soil it will also go taller and taller, and it gives a lot of strength to the plant. And one plant I am making on the rock. I'll show you that plant now. This plant is growing on a rock. You can see there is a rock inside. There is a rock inside. There is a rock inside, and it is growing on the rock for the last 2 years. Now it is the time we can take out and we can make it into a bonsai, and we can put it into a bonsai pot. Now these are the branches, top branches, and this is the time to give a shape to all these branches. This one is also we are going to do it on one day, and I'll show you that how we are cutting, pruning, and how we are keeping this into a bonsai pot. That one also I will show you during our uh, workshops. And now, as we are going along with this plant, this is one of the plant what we made into one of the bonsai workshops. During demonstration, this was shown as a demonstration material. Actually, this plant was very tall plant, and we had given a big cut over here. You can see there is a big cut over here. You can see the cut. You can see the cut. This is the big cut, and this cut was made during that demonstration, and we shortened the height of the plant. Uh, we started wiring and we had given a shape to the plant. After that, this is kept like that, and now the branches are growing uh, in a different manner. Now this plant is not having any shape at all. This is the time to cut and prune the branches now. Now here if you see, actually this is the branch. Wait, I'll show you. Now we can see the clearly the cut over here. This is the cut was made during our workshop. Now this, if you see the growth of this plant, we'll remove these wires also. You see the growth of this plant, there is a huge branch. This is one of the branch is very big. This is the branch, huge branch. It is growing out of the way, and it is giving a taking all the energy of this plant. We can see there is no development in these branches. Only this plant is having the new leaves and everything. Entire energy of this plant is taken away by this branch. We actually the this plant according to this size and everything, we need more branches. We need more and more branches here on the down portion here on this primary branches, and but actually it is not happening. So what we have to do now, we have to give a big cut over here. We have to remove this brink branch. Then the vascular system of this plant will be distribute the energy to the other parts of the body, other parts of the branches, and there will be more growth on these branches. So what we are doing now, first we are going to cut down this branch. This is a good branch. It is already having the aerial roots. This can be grown into another bonsai if you keep it in the soil. See here. Now this is the plant that can be grown into another bonsai. Yeah. Now here, if you see, here that cut is not proper. The These are the Ryuga tools. They are designed by Robert Steven with high quality of the steel, and these are made in China and marketed to Japan, and marketed in the Japanese market. And these tools are available in the black and white and the stainless steel. Sorry, sorry, they are available in stainless steel and black carbon finishes. This stainless steel is also available and the black carbon finish is also available. And these are affordable and these tools are affordable rate and they are high quality as the Japanese of a Japanese product. When you look at the Japanese product, these are also having that type of quality, and these are the tools. Recently I bought this one maybe 1 year back from the Sanjay Dham uh, Bonsai Temple. His ID is Bonsai Temple, Sanjay Dham from Delhi. So I bought this one. We are using these tools. This tool, this is the concave cutter of big concave cutter, and these are designed by Robert R.S. Shears, that is Robert Steven Bonsai Tools, Robert Steven Raiga Bonsai Tools. This is their name is Raiga Bonsai Tools. Now here here now when you are looking at this plant, now you can see that obstruction of the branch. Here that main obstruction, this is the one main obstruction is removed now here. Now you can see the growth of this plant, and now we have to wire this plant, and we are going to remove some more branches also. Here when you are looking at this length of this and the shape of this structure of this trunk line, there are two branches on the left side of the plant. See, there are very thin branches are there on the left side of this plant. Then if you are considering this as a primary branch, and this will be the secondary branch, and this is the secondary branch. But here this when if you want to take it as a primary branch, this is very thin. This is very thin and it can't be considered as a primary branch. Maybe if you are making at a sacred branch and grow taller and taller for more than 2 meter 3 meters, then afterward then it thickens here and it can be made into a primary branch. But here it may be take lot of time. We can do two options are there. We can cut this branch or we can remove this branch. By removing this branch and by shortening this length of this leggy branch, this is called as a leggy branches means they don't have any growth over there, they don't have any branches over it there, and only on the top, that is on the top portion, that is the and the apical birds are more and they are growing now what we can do alternation. Actually when we are selecting the plant branches, no, the good selection is the alternate system. One right side, left side, right side, or left side, right side, left side. Like that we have to select the branches. Here two left side branches are there here now. If you are taking here, two left side branches are there. So what we have to do? I told you two options are there. We can remove this branch or we can remove this branch. If I remove this branch, there is all these two are going to be a two left side branches, and if the two left side branches are there, that there will be more growth on the left side and the entire the right side will be blank space will be there. So what we are going to do now, here and here two left side branches, here and these two left side branches, we are going to remove this branch. Sorry, we are going to remove this branch. This is the branch we have to remove, and then it will be right, left, right, right, left, right, and the right. And this one will be considered as the crown of the plant. So now what we are doing, we are cutting down this branch here. We are cutting down the branch. Now this we have to give a shape to this as the to develop more padding here. You have to develop in the horizontal way. This branch has to be developed in the horizontal way, and that gives a good look to the plant. Now here now we have to shorten all these branches. So what we are doing now, see here, now this is, we need more branches on this, and we have to allow these plants to grow tall, a little bit taller, not that much, little bit taller. Otherwise we can cut down and we can keep it short and we can show it as a long tree. You can show this one as you can showcase it as a long tree. That one also can be done. Now when you are cutting any branch or when you are shaping a plant, first what you have to do, you have to think in your mind, is it necessary to cut this branch, or is this the correct way to cut the branch? Then what is the next alternative to give more branches on this side? So like that we have to think in your mind and you have to go ahead with your problem. If you can make a decision properly, and then it gives a proper look, that branches that can be a the plant grows in a proper shape. That is it. Then one more thing, this is one the best point of this plant is, if you do some mistakes also, this plant forgets. That is the beauty of this plant. It plant forgets and it starts giving more and more branches, and this can be shaped in a different way. So like that, this is the one of the best beginner plant. That plant can be grown in different styles. Now we are start while you are doing the giving a shape on the primary branches first. There are In pruning, what is pruning? Pruning means not only just cutting the branches and giving a shape to the plant is not. In pruning, what we are first we have to think. What is pruning? Pruning means we are developing more healthier branches on the plant. Sometimes now if you see this is the weaker branch and this is the plant which is having healthier branch. So now we have to develop make this plant as the give more strength to this plant. See here we have to give more strength to this branch. How you are giving you are that is the how you are giving that is the thing that is the technique you are using. How you are using you are cutting the apical buds. You are cutting the apical buds and you are concentrating more energy on this branch. So there will be more vascular activity of on these nodes. Now here this is the one node and this is the one node. You can see here there is a I'll show you now. If you can see here there is a one node here and there is a one node here, one node here. These are the once upon a time there is the leaf, there was a leaf. From that leaf that this branch was grown and from another leaf was there. From this place, from this nodal plant, this branch was grown. So like that is the plant branching system is developed. Now here this node and these nodes are now they become inactive. There is no more vascular activity is not there. Now we have to our idea is by cutting and pruning what we are doing, we are developing more activity, we are activating the vascular cells over here. When their vascular cells are more active there will be a more flow of water and food cells, and when there is a activity is there then the membrane between the xylem and phloem cells, there will be a membrane that is called as a cambium. Here xylem cells will be there, here phloem cells is outside. Here if you see phloem cells will be outside, we see phloem cells will be outside and here xylem cells will be there inside, and these in this between this xylem and phloem cells there is a layer called the cambium layer that always that will be that is very active and it produces more and more membranes, and like because of that activity the thickening of the trunk line is taking place. When you are looking at the plant, we are what we are doing, we are cutting the apical growth. We are stopping the apical growth here, and when you are stopping the apical growth here and forcefully these vascular activity will be encouraged and there will be more development in this plant. That is the one we need when we are cutting the when we are doing pruning on the plant. We have to look into that way how we can encourage this branch to have more growth and more development and more thickness. That is the main thing here what we are concentrating now by cutting and the pruning. Now what we did, we are now here there is a leaf and this is the branch we are stopping, we are cutting down this branch, and we are now here this is the first primary branch. Maybe it is very thin but we are considering it as a future, in future it is going to be a first primary branch. And here now this is the second primary branch. Here now if you see this one, the development here this side and it is growing this side, and there is the direction of these branches, it is not proper. One is going in this way, one is coming in different this side, one is going in there. So what we have to do now, now here also we have by pruning these leaves, you have to by pruning these leaves we have to give more active growth in the plant now. So what we are doing, we are cutting down. Now here already then one leaf branch development is there, and here down we don't see any branch development. Only here it is. So there is a possibility of there one more branch development. So we are cutting up to this portion. So we can expect more branches over here. Then here now we are coming to this branch. It is better now. This is one branch here, and this is not. If you see this one, this is very thin and this is a very thick branch. Now when you are making decision a decision on why to cut which branch, when you are seeing here, this is very thick and the growth was stopped here. There is a cut over here and it is stopped now. Only the branch which is coming from the down portion, it is developed and it is have a good proper development. So what is our uh, what is our activity now? Now we have to cut down this branch and allow this branch to give more and more. You have to have more and more development over here. By reducing this branch height and by cutting down this branch, we are activating the cell growth into this branch and have to have more development over there. Now you are cutting, you can see you are cutting over here now. Here now we are concentrating on this. We are concentrating on the leaves now. We can see properly here. There are more and more cluster of branches are there. This is the dry branch. We can remove the dry branch. And one more dry branch. We are removing one more dry branch here. And one more dry branch over there. Now when you are looking into this growth of this branch, this leaf need to be removed now. Here it is developing the new leaves over here. So we are cutting down these new leaves and like, sorry, it's not a proper cut. Oh. Now we are developing the new leaves here, and like this we are developing more and more secondary branches on this secondary branch, tertiary branches. Because this is the primary. Now this is a, before that this was the primary branch, and now we are change the direction and it will be our primary branch. Now this will be our primary branch and this is a secondary branch, and this then one more branch is developing. Those are called as the tertiary branches. That is the third range of branches, third generation of the branches. And here this is the first generation and this is the second generation, this is the third generation. So tertiary branches are the third generation branches. Now here now we are reducing the, here one already one branch is there. So the flow of the plant growth, we are directing that plant to developing this plant into this direction. Now already can you see this branch? So we are we are developing, we are moving more energy into this branch, this small branch, and we are allowing to grow more and more and to have more healthy growth over there. So we are cutting down this one. Here, now we are coming to this side. This is the one branch. Now it is already having 4-5 leaves are there. So we are shortening this branch here. Here we are shortening this branch up to first leaf. You can see here up to first leaf. they are starting this branch up to first leaf. Now this is the one branch here, and this is the second primary branch, and we are coming into the top. We are coming into the crown. So now we have to decide which is the branch we have to keep it. When we are looking at these, the length of these branches, if you are keeping this one and this one, both the branches at the same time, there will be more apical growth, because here see, this is very thick, this branch is very thick, here this branch is very thin. This is the weaker branch and this is the strong branch. If you are keeping this branch, so we can see already there is more development over here. So what we are doing, we are moving the direction of that energy into this branch. How we are doing, we are cutting down this branch and we are allowing more energy. Otherwise the plant, whatever it is produced, it is going into this branch, it is going into this plant. Now that is the way it is very, that's why it is very strong. Now we are cutting down this branch here. Now you can see why my tools are not working properly today. Okay, now we are cutting down this branch here. Here, this is the dry branch. Now this is the, slowly the plant is getting a shape. Here now, if you are looking into this portion here, you can see here also two branches are the Y-shaped branches are there. And when now, as I told you, this is the branch is getting more energy because of the maybe because of the sunlight, because of the placement where you are keeping the plant might be covered with all other sides with the different plants, and this there is no, because of those plants the plant is, this plant is not getting proper sunlight. That's why the growth is reduced here and we are seeing more apical growth over here. Now this, now what we have to know to now we have to concentrate on these first and right and left branches, and the right, left, right, and the apical branch. Here what we are doing now, already this plant we are selecting as the crown now, and we are reducing the, we are removing this thick branch. So the, as I told you, there will be more vascular activity in this branch and the development will be good. Sure. Now this is the shape of our plant in future. See here now. This is the shape of our plant. Now I'll show you how to do the wiring also now. Hi guys, now we completed wiring now. Already now the branches are not in the drooping manner. Drooping way gives the plant a different look, as a unique look, as a, what you can say, as a bonsai plant. As Janaka said, all the plants that are potted plants are not the bonsai plant. Bonsai plant is a plant, it should look like a tree. That is the main thing. Here this plant should look like a tree. How it looks like? Now we are giving a little bit bending. Actually this plant is called as also a weeping fig, and it is the branches always they will be in the drooping manner. Now here we are drooping them, still little drooping down here, keeping here and giving a plant a different look now. Here and this one also we can make it like this. Here this one also, this branch is also coming down, and here it will be into this shape like that. See how the the style of the plant is changed now. How here we are giving a character to the plant. This branch also can be wired now. We'll do wiring this branch and this branch together. I am taking a 1 mm wire. You have to come along with the first wiring, structural wiring, and we have to go along with that, and then we have to give a shape to the plant. See here now. Now here two branches are there now here. You now you have to select which branch has to be wired now. We are now we can take a this branch. This is little bit thick branch. Not only that one, it is out going in a upward manner. So we have to bend down that branch. That's why we are taking onto this branch and giving a shape. We are moving them in the horizontal manner, so that each leaf will be exposed to the towards the sky, and it will get proper sunlight. We are expanding the branches also. We are expanding branches and giving and creating some space. We are expanding the branches and creating some space between the branches, so there will be more development of when the sunlight is entering into this space, the internode, this space that is at the node. So the node, when the node is getting proper sunlight, proper food and proper water, then there will be a development of the branch over there. That's why what we are doing, we are expanding and we are creating a space between these branches, and there can be, you can see more development over there now. Here also they are expanded in the horizontal manner. Here this one. Now you can see the shape of this plant, how nice it is now. When you are looking at this plant now, you can feel it is just like a, it is having good shape, and it is going to be a good bonsai in a good, good means main the style, the proper shape, that is the thing. It is going to have a proper shape as a bonsai, and it is give a, we can expect more about a more and more in future. Now we can see in all the directions, front, side, back, and the right and left, all the angles the plant is looking good. So you can see lot of roots development is there, there is a lot of root development is there, more fibrous roots are there. That means the soil is good for the proper root development of the plant. Now we will cut down some of the roots and repot with this plant with the new bonsai soil. When you are cutting down the fibrous roots, no, you are giving more chance to the new fibrous roots by cutting down them. No, with this the actually what are the fibrous roots which are there on the backside, just like the branches which are there on the backside, they give more energy to the new roots, and the young roots always root, they will be active, and they take more nutrients from the soil and supply to the plants. That is the main idea of repotting and cutting down the roots. As the when you look into this any plant, as the top growth of the plant that is towards the sky, the shoot system, the trunk line, how it is going towards the sunlight above the ground level. Here also the root system, they grow deep into the go deep into the soil. They also have the primary roots, they also have the secondary root, tertiary roots. Here we cut down some of the tertiary roots over there here, and that is by cutting them we are encouraging the more new young root system over here, that helps the plants to the activate, get more energy. The young roots always they will be very active, and they take more nutrients from the soil and supply to the plant. That is the main idea of our cutting roots. Now here you can see this one. When you are taking this one as a front side, there is this is not good. This is the one, this is the primary root. This is growing horizontally properly onto the ground level, but here this root is not good. It is little bit above the ground level, and it is not giving a good look to the plant. So we can, for time being, this is the thickness of the base of the trunk. This is thickness of the base of the trunk, and it is growing above this one. Now we can cut down this root, and we can show this as a one base, one big thick base. Otherwise this is obstructing the base of the our bonsai plant. This will move towards this side, and this is one more root system is there that is developing over there. Here we can see one more root and one more root here. We keep all these roots, and this root will move towards this side. Here now one root is there, one root over there. We can cut down this root and give energy to this small root over there. Stand here, my dear. Thank you friends for watching and meet you in the next video. Thank you.